What's going on everyone, Stopy here from Stopy Gaming, and in this part we're gonna see if we can get some key items that are really necessary to get started in the game. Last part we ended up in Lim's grave, where we continue our journey right now. The first thing you're gonna do when you get in Lim's grave is gonna talk with this guy. He is gonna give you some starting information about the game and how you ended up in Elden Ring, what the Elden Ring is.
No. Unfortunately for you, without guidance, without the strength of you are fated.
You're gonna have to talk with him a couple times to get to his full dialogue.
There is me. Are you familiar with grace? You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction. That is the guidance of grace. Indeed. It will lead you tarnished to the path, even if it leads you to your... Grace's guidance will reveal to Castle Stormvale, the home of the decrepit demigod. It's time you set off to Castle Stormvale on the cliff if you seek the Elden.
So basically he said you have to go to Stormvale Castle for the first main boss fight from the story, but it's not something you want to do right now because you will get beaten up right away from the start. You won't even get into the castle. So the first thing you want to do is get through the broken church over there in the distance. You gotta be careful for the guy with on the golden horse there. He's gonna beat you up as well. So I recommend just go through the left, and that's the safest way to get to the church. We will come back later in the game for killing the guy on the horse. Once you have reached the church, there is a grace over here. And after that there is a merchant guy over there in the corner. You really want to speak with them because you can spend the runes you already had from the tutorial. There's a smithing stone also. He's actually got the first key item we really need in the game.
And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase? I am Kale. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shadow. It's only tarnished like yourself. Let's say you're a very welcome. You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a craft. A crafting kit allows you to... Essential, really. If you... The kit costs a bundle, but the important thing is that you survive.
When I asked for recommendations, he basically said just buy a crafting kit, and that's something you really need in the game here. He also sells a torch that you can use in caves, because caves are dark. You're really gonna need this one. I almost forgot to tell about the cookbooks. If they sell them, you really should buy them. They give you the recipes for making bombs, like arrows, this one, that you can use in the crafting kit, so that's why the crafting kit is also important. When you did that, you basically have 2 of the key items already we have to get. Then this church is basically clear. The grace is giving a sort of glow to a certain direction, and that's actually the place where you can find another grace, the closest grace to this grace. So gonna see if we can find that one. I'm trying to avoid the soldiers here on the campfires. You can try to kill them. You should be able to do so, but they can still give a hard punch to you as well. I also forgot to mention, you should never kill NPCs in this world. They can give you quest lines later in the game, and they can still be a valuable person. Now that we find the second grace, it's right over here. You really want to rest on this grace because there's gonna be a cutscene that you want to see, because else there is no point in this game, because you can't even level up then.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the two fingers. But you, I am afraid, I can play the role of turning runes into strength to aid you in your search. You need only take me with to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to another I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse. It will summon a spectral steed. Torrent has chosen. Treat him with respect.
As she said, you can turn runes into strength. That's basically saying you can level up now. The ring you get from Torrent, that's your horse you can use. Let's see if we can put the horse into a quick option button. So this is the Spectral Steed whistle. That's basically for your horse. Let's put it over there. And now if you use the button, you have your horse. This is gonna help you travel greater distances or get through gates like this one right next to me, but we are not gonna get through there yet. The first thing after you see the cutscene, what you wanna do is go back to the Church of Ele. That's the church where we just went with the merchant and where we found the smithing stone, got the crafting kit and stuff. So when the moment you get here, you will see the ghost sitting on a wall right in front of me. Where is she? There she is. You want to talk with her.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about it, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise, thou art possessed of the power to call forth the spectrals. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. Now it is thine.
So she asked if you can call your horse, and of course we can. So you have to accept it, and then you get the spirit calling bell and the lone wolf ashes. So you now can summon the wolves with the bell. This is the only place where you can get the bell, and at this moment only. So it's really important that you get after the cutscene, go straight back to the Church of Ele when it's dark, and then she will appear on the wall here. So now that we have our lone wolf ashes and put them into the button I want to use, we're going straight back to the trace where we just came from. Once you get back here, you want to sit at the grace and change the time straight to back to the morning, because at night there are some different enemies, some bosses as well, but it's a bit harder to go through than in the day. Now that we're here, we're gonna call up a horse. There is a pillar in the middle of this camp where you can find a map. You're just gonna have to grab it quickly because these guys are with a lot of soldiers here and they are pretty strong as well. Gonna run through here. There is a grace over here as well where we can rest and get out of combat. Now that we're out of combat, we have to go back into the camp because there are some items you can get. They're not necessarily, but They, well, it's nice to have them. You can kill these guys carefully. There is a guy with a horn. As long as that guy doesn't blow on his horn, the others won't be alerted, so you can get through easily. The first item we're gonna get after we kill this guy is right here in the wagon. I thought it was a weapon, if I'm correctly. Yeah, it's a flail. It's a good, decent starting weapon, not too bad. There is another wagon at the other side of the camp, so I'm gonna just use our horse. It's a bit quicker, we can avoid these guys, we don't have to kill them. This is the wagon we need. This one is a bit trickier, there is a guy standing in front of it as well, but the guys that are patrolling in the middle, if you're not quick enough, they can see you and they will get to you, and then the guy on the horn blows, and then yeah, you just gotta run for it. This one contains a greatsword. Like I said with the other weapon, it's not a good weapon, it's a decent weapon to start with. Now to get through here, you're gonna need your horse. You will see there is a troll standing on top of it. He's gonna try to ambush you, but you just gotta run through this. You gotta need your horse for this, else you won't be able to get through. Now that we're through here, we can make a right here. There's a golden tree with a golden seed to upgrade your flasks. Then make a right here. There's gonna be a smithing stone over here, if I was correctly. Yes, a smithing stone. Now we're going north to the rocks here. Jump over it, make a left, and then there is a small house here. That's where we need to be. First you want to go up here. There is a stone sword key, so you got one extra. And then you want to talk to this lady over here.
Everyone's been everyone who came with me. Only to have their arms taken. Did you know? If you're grafted by, it's quite a lark when you think.
We get a new position first.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale, enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Well, that makes us two, but I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm on nothing but a Oh, I know. Can you take this little one? The poor thing deserves someone, and the spirits look right. It'll be glad of your company. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids, and tell them I love them. And that just I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain.
Now we have the jellyfish summon as well.
Can you
Gonna touch the grace that we just missed here. The jellyfish doesn't do a lot of damage, but it has a great health pool, so it can take a beating. Now for the next part we have to go northeast. Just take our horse, it's quicker. Gonna check on our map for a second to see where we have to go. Now you can see the environment on the map because we picked the map up at the pillar at the camp. The first place we have to go is right here. We're gonna get past the dude you don't wanna mess with yet. It's this guy. He really wants to kill you. There is a shack over here, somewhere over there. That's where we have to be. Touch the grace real quick, so we have that one as well. And then there is a guy in here. You can talk to him.
Seen you before. Name's Bernard. Let me ask you, sir, are you here in the lands between? Does your faith in the guidance despite the collapse of the gold?
Yes, you're a tarnish. Takes me back.
That's any interest in bearing the tool. All I know is the sword. Now's the time to pass them on.
You can learn skills from him. He has a bunch of good starting skills you can
There's a myriad of
use.
battle
It's
arts
an Ash
and
of
these
War. It's
mementos of
basically
all the
an
warriors
ash you
who
can put on
raised
your
their arms.
weapon.
A fine tale. That's how I fell in love with the sword. It grants meaning even to foot. Not floating your boat, eh? Well,
Now that we've known this, let's see on the map where we should go next. It's right over here somewhere in the middle of the field. And then the second place is gonna be over here, right in front of the bridge. So this first waypoint, it's a bit risky because you have to use a troll to get to the item. You just have to attack him real quick, and just lure him. It's about this item in the statue, but the troll has to break it for us, so else you can't get to it. So we have to lure him to break it, dodge his attacks, and then we can get the item. It's another smithing stone. Right at this troll is sitting here, there's another item as well. It's not necessarily, but you can take it, you take it. Now we're gonna go through our second waypoint. There is a camp underneath here. There is an item as well you can take, but you have to be quick with it. It's right here on the right side. Not necessarily as well, but nice to have it. Now you see these rocks here, you have to go up here. There is an NPC we have to talk with as well. It's this bot guy. You just have to talk with him and then have to help him out.
Alexander, please. My thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear and I'll pop. Please don't dally. Give it your all, I say.
Give him a couple hits in the back and then he will pop right out. Talk with him again.
Well played, good lady. Though that mighty wallop of yours. Well, I'm out now. Aye, thank you. And once again, pleasure is mine. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education. Beyond these lands lie the sky. Upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle. I'd heard whispers of such. Doesn't the notion set your breast?
I don't know it yet, but I believe this guy is gonna give you a quest line as well. Now that we have got him in out, you have to run down here and at the second waypoint we placed, there is a craze we can sit on again. I'm gonna wrap it up here for part 2. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon and put on the notifications so you get a notification when I upload a new video. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.